Welcome back to the Roy Works channel. In today's video, we're going to do something a little different. In previous videos, you've seen that we're going to be restoring a 1953 Chris Craft. The old mahogany boats have always been a passion of me and Tracy's, and it all started by going to this boat show. We're in Wolfboro, New Hampshire, and we're going to the public docks where they have the 47th annual antique boat show. So we want to take you guys along. I know primarily my videos have been on restoring old vehicles, but in this one I figured I'd bring you guys along if you're interested and see this boat show. It's pretty awesome. Look at this car.
Is this the one that was signed by the Beach Boys, or is it the yellow one?
It is, yeah.
Is it signed by them? Those are civilized size tires.
Yeah, I know.
I like those.
That's what the Scout needs.
Yes, the Scout does need it. They have plaid material, my favorite. Look how the doors are done though. That's awesome.
Look at the headrest.
I know the headrest. I'm not a fan of that, but that's
Oh, really? I think that's cool. So this was an unexpected little treat with cars, huh?
So this is a 56.
This is a 56. So this is similar to the boat that we're restoring, except this is a 56 out of the 53.
But I like that idea that I want to do something like that for us. You know, for Ken.
You know what's kind of cool about this boat? It looks like an old boat, but it's actually a 1992. I like how the mirrors are, not mirrors, the windshields are on the side.
That's what I think we need for the dune buggy.
How about that motor?
The motor was right with the dune buggy. But I really feel like the dune buggy is
Trace, I like the back on how they have the trim. Look at that.
what is that for? Stability?
It helps the boat plane off,
Okay,
like
right.
those, the more those go down, it helps push down the front.
Oh, does it? Okay.
I don't know about the but the house, the place where we were, around 3.
I like that shade of blue.
I like where the instrument panel is. It looks like Art Deco, you know, like that.
Oh,
That's cool.
that is cool. Spring 1922.
Reeked to high heaven, so I siphoned all that.
See, there's many beautiful boats here, but my ultimate boat, one that I've desired for years, is this 1941 Deluxe Barrelback Chris Craft. This is a beautiful boat. The separate cockpits seating has always been a staple for this type of boat. It's so beautiful. The evolution of this boat from separate cockpit seating, which was due to the thought of driving a boat at that time was similar to driving a car. It had a similar steering wheel, a compartment for the motor. This was definitely prevalent during this time. as time went on, they evolved from that arrangement and actually had an open cockpit seating, and that was the upgraded version of these mahogany boats, to have open cockpits, so you can have almost like a potty type seating. Still this motor centered in the back of the boat to help distribute the weight. This is a Century Arabian, which is actually a beautiful boat, and this is actually owned by a good friend of mine named Ken Gerber. Ken, you want to tell us about your boat?
Sure, thanks. This is a 1966 Century Arabian. As you were saying, it's a pretty unique configuration, and what makes it that way is that the engine is in the back of the boat instead of the center of the boat, like a lot of your old wooden boats. And the engine is reversed, which means the output of the engine goes forward to a gearbox underneath the seats, and then goes to the shaft that goes under the boat, like a normal wooden boat would.
Oh, really?
So what that does is it gives you a nice open cockpit for everyone to sit around and lounge, as well as it gives you a nice deck space out back for lounging and enjoying the sun. It's got a nice engine. The engine was replaced when the boat was restored in the mid-90s. It's a Chevy Inmar 454 big block Chevy. It's a lot of horsepower. It's over 400 horsepower out of the motor. A lot of custom parts to the motor. The power steering. It's got a fire suppression system inside, so if something were to happen, it's automated. Hopefully put out any fires. When the boat was restored, all the wood was redone on the boat, so all the decking and sides, all new planks of mahogany everywhere. So it's a very solid boat, even though it's an antique. It's very reliable with the upgraded engine and electronics. If you look at the dash area, I don't know if you want to step on board.
Sure.
So one of the things, you can look at the dashboard, one of the things with these Centuries of the mid-60s, we're trying to get into like muscle car styling. So it has a lot of automotive type dashboard features. In fact, the steering wheel is off a car. The model escapes me right now, but it's physically, a car wheel that Century grabbed and put on their boats. Another feature you don't see on boats too often is the throttle. This is called a vernier throttle. It comes from aircraft. And a lot of times throttles for boats will be on the side, and they'll just be you push and pull. This is off the dash, and you push and pull it this way. And when you let it go, it holds that throttle position. And these are particularly good for water skiing, where these boats really started from. They were the sporting type boats and used for a lot of water skiing events. But the feature of this throttle is that you can rotate it either direction, and it fine-tunes the position of the throttle. So if you need to go 36 miles an hour, you can go from 35 to 36 very carefully just by rotating the throttle.
Oh, so as you turn that, it pulls the throttle out a little bit, or pushes it back in.
Rotate it the other way, and it pushes it back in.
Very cool. Definitely a state-of-the-art boat, huh?
State-of-the-art at the time. This is kind of a neat feature too. You don't see on boats nowadays, but the spotlight is controlled by this single lever here, where if you rotate it, it will rotate the spotlight around.
Oh, very
and
cool.
you can pull it, which will change the direction that the spotlight is pointing. So as you're going to dock, you need to focus in on where that dock is or where the rocks are.
Yeah.
This is the device for that.
Now, can you see that mechanism underneath?
I think it's
Oh, it's a cable driven.
Just a cable to the light, and I think the gears and stuff are in the light itself.
Oh, very cool.
But that's it. She's a really nice, solid boat, 19 foot with a nice open cockpit. Makes it for very enjoyable boating.
Yeah, very nice. Thanks, Ken.
Thank you.
What's great about this boat is you have the classic styling of the old mahogany boats, but you actually have the open cockpit and lounging ability to really be comfortable in this boat. You can just imagine hanging out on this boat on a nice day like today.